So, should I start with the debt? Hey December, there's not a lot going on at the moment. Today I want to talk about my debt payoff progress as well as a net worth update this month. If you happen to be new to my channel, I am on a debt-free journey and I started off with over 6 figures of total debt, the majority of that being student loans, both federal and private, and I am now down to $35,225.78 of student loan debt to pay off. So let's actually look at how much debt I've paid off so far. So here's my debt payoff chart, which basically shows the total balance of all my debt accounts throughout each month. I graduated in May 2018, didn't really send anything towards debt until August, so that's really where I kind of mark the beginning of my journey. And since then, I've slowly been picking at every single debt, including the buyout of my car, which is actually not part of this chart because I didn't really consider that debt. I only considered my car lease debt. So me buying out my car from the lease was actually more of a sinking fund type thing rather than debt, and that's why you don't actually see that here. But even without that, I've paid off $110,692.61 of debt. As of last month, this number now includes the interest that was accrued on my account. So specifically in November, I accrued $91.19 of interest, which is really not much. My student loan rates are actually very, very low. They're at 2.78%. Even less than inflation. Some people would argue that it's not worth paying them off. For me, no, it does not work for me. I hate being in debt. So I'm trying very, very hard to pay that off very, very quickly. Next up, we have my net worth. So the total net worth for this month is negative $12,359.58. As you know, part of what makes this so negative is my student loan debt, but I'm pretty excited about this. I recently also broke into my negative net worth 10,000s last month, and so to be at negative 12,000 already is pretty exciting. Hopefully it won't be long until I get to negative 4 digits of net worth. That would be really exciting as well. But yeah, it's really been increasing a lot lately. The change for this month was actually $4,498.42 to be exact. And since I use YNAB, or You Need a Budget, the app actually, if you input your actual account balances, will create a net worth chart for you over time and will actually calculate your net worth, you know, in a given day, depending on those balances. So my net worth in YNAB is a little bit different, only because I actually include some of those accounts that I find negligible. So if you don't know, I do have like a Robinhood account, I have a Webull account, and I have Coinbase, I think, for my cryptos. I have very little money in those accounts. It's really nothing, which is why I don't really include it in my other net worth calculation. But I just wanted to quickly show you the net worth chart from YNAB because it's a little bit more detailed and it's just nice to see the trend. Alright, so since I started using YNAB in April, there's not really much of a change from April to May. Like, the net worth is basically the same, and that's why. But you can see how it kind of goes up over time into November. So in November, I ended with a negative $12,908 net worth. I think my car value is not really updated here, but it's a very small difference, so I just kind of keep it the same. And this basically includes my balance on Webull, which is around $185. It kind of shifts up and down. I think I have mainly Bitcoin and Ethereum and then a couple single stocks there. In Robinhood, I have around $50 to $60. It just shifts a lot. Mostly Bitcoin and Dogecoin on there. And then Coinbase, I'm actually pretty diversified cryptocurrency wise, although I think for the most part it is Bitcoin because I got $5 for signing up. And I have around like $55 in that account, which is pretty good considering that I put not a single cent into that account. That's all just from taking like quizzes that are super easy to pass whenever they're available. And so I have like a bunch of random coins that I don't even know. Like, I can actually go through them right now. Let's see, I have Stellar Lumens, New Cipher, Cello or Cello, Compound, Bitcoin, Fetch AI, Anchor, Polygon, Barnbridge, Clover Finance, IoTux, The Graph, Bounce Token, AMP, Scale, and Ampleforth Governance. Those are my cryptocurrencies. So according to YNAB, my net worth basically has gone up $34,000 since April, which is not really true because this didn't really have an accurate net worth in April because I started using YNAB mid-April, so it's actually more than that, but it's gone up 72.7% apparently since then. So that's pretty cool. Now I kind of touched on this, but I do have some money in retirement, mainly my 401k, and I recently started contributing to that account again. I kind of paused for a little over a year when the panini hit, both to have like a little extra cash just in case, and because I wanted to really motivate myself to pay off this debt faster, which definitely worked. But at this point, my debt is at such a low interest rate that I feel okay about investing again. As a result, I've been contributing to my 401k, and so I can finally, I think, appropriately use the WalletBurst Coast Fire calculator. So I made a video a few months ago talking about Coast Fire, what it is, and how you can actually reach it. And some of the main components of that video have been an article and a calculator from WalletBurst, which I think is a really, really helpful website. They have a bunch of different calculators on there, particularly financial calculators. And one of them is a Coast Fire calculator. In a nutshell, your Coast Fire number is the amount of money that you need to have in investments in order to kind of coast to retirement. So you still have to work to cover your basic needs, housing, transportation, whatever, everything that's like day to day. But at that point, you no longer have to contribute towards retirement because your investments that you already have at that Coast Fire number will eventually grow to the amount that you need to have your comfortable retirement, depending on what that is. So currently I'm 25 years old and I expect to retire at 67. I think I'm only gonna need to spend $30,000 in retirement, and honestly that seems like a lot to me right now because I don't spend that much money at all in a given year, especially now living with my parents, and I would hope that I have a paid off house by then, much earlier than that actually, and I think $30,000 is a safe bet for me to like eat, you know, have shelter, travel wherever I want, and live comfortably, so I'm gonna keep it at that. Currently my invested assets are at $5,911, which is really not much, but that's gonna change soon. And every month I'm contributing on average $600 towards my account. So at a 7% growth rate, 3% inflation rate, which I should probably change this to 6. I'm gonna keep it at 3% for now. Hopefully it'll go back down. And a safe withdrawal rate of 4%. My Coast Fire number at my current age is $144,431. I am definitely not there, unless someone wants to, you know, give me a solid $139,000. I'm open to that, but if not, it's gonna take me a while to get to my Coast Fire number, specifically around age 61. Not looking too good for me. Not looking too good. But that's the calculation with the current numbers. Obviously, I hope that this will dramatically change at some point, but this is it, and it's actually not that bad. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more related content, and let me know in the comments below how your debt payoff progress is going and whether or not you're hitting your net worth goals.